Introducing first, fighting out of the red corner in the green with gold trim. He scaled 133.6 pounds. His professional record, 4 victories against 2 defeats. He has 2 wins coming by way of knockout. He fights out of Mexico City, Mexico. Please welcome Julio Duro Madera. And his opponent across the ring fighting out of the blue corner. He wears the pink trunks with the red trim. He scaled 134.2 pounds. His young professional record thus far perfect. 4 fights, 4 victories, 3 of them coming by way of knockout. He fights out of Brooklyn, New York, USA. Please welcome Harley Mederos.
Okay, gentlemen, you already know the rules. Let me remind you to keep it clean, protect yourself at all times, and obey my commands at all times. Touch gloves. Good luck to both of you. Thank you.
Keep it clean is kind of like a prerequisite from the third member in the ring before any fight, but here it could be an all-out brawl right from the get-go, Chris. I know you were excited to watch this one between Harley Mederos and Julio Madera, who you see in your blue trunks. Mederos in the pink. And he is swinging wild out of the gate.
Yeah, this fight has the recipe to be the show stealer of the Before the Bell series tonight. Both these kids are very talented, very tough, and are coming to win.
Mederos has made quick work of all of his opponents so far, and he's been doing it with the signature left hook and the overhand right. But Madera might be a different breed of class of opponent that he's faced so far. And call him Duro for a reason.
Oh, man, Mederos has landed some big shots. You know, Mederos, he doesn't throw a lot of straight punches. He's a loopy overhand right, left hooker, but he's got a great judge of range. He knows where the end of his punches are, so those circular shots like that are very dangerous.
You know what? You've mentioned those 2 shots. They kind of come from wide angles. The advice there is utilize the jab. We're seeing it a little bit more here in the beginning compared to some of his other fights.
Yeah, I mean, he's finding the range of the jab first and then throwing those looping shots, and he's putting Madera exactly where he wants him.
Madera coming back with a jab. He would describe himself as an aggressive counterpuncher, but he had no answer for that combo from Mederos. This is an opportunity for Harley Mederos to showcase some of the boxing ability that he says he possesses. The big reason why he had such a decorated amateur career as a youngster. Another overhand right.
You know, we saw in that Madera fight that we called together against Mark Castro, he's a very dangerous inside puncher. He's got very short, crisp shots, throws both hands well. Good fundamentals. And that's exactly the kind of punches you're going to need to throw in order to beat those looping shots from Mederos.
Left hand lands for Mederos, comes back with a 2-punch combo and an overhand right. Wow. Perhaps Mederos sensing something here by Mederos. Mederos stumbling a little bit. And Harley Mederos walking toward Madera.
Mederos is throwing big heat with both hands. Definitely shook Madera up a little bit there with the overhand right.
Again, Julio Madera in the green trunks, Mederos in the pink.
You know, if you notice the footwork right now, Madera is moving into the power shot, into the right hand of Mederos. And the reason for that is Mederos has been so good with his jab this fight. To start the first 2 minutes of this fight, he's been landing great jabs. That's forcing Madera to change directions, and he's walking right into the right hand. Notice how he's moving to his left.
There's another one. Big left hand cracks Madera back. And Mederos swinging wild near the end of the opening round. Harley Mederos with some oomph in his punches in round number 1.
Great opening round for Mederos. Here we see those looping shots from Mederos. Was able to find his range immediately. There's the left hook that shook up Madera. You know, he's been landing good right hands, but it seems like it's the left hands that are having the most effect on Madera, just like there, stumbled him into the ropes at the end of the round. Mederos going in for the finish, but couldn't land that last shot to get him down.
Here you see Yoel Judah, head trainer for Harley Mederos, the father of the former world champ Zab Judah. What do you think Mederos is smiling about in his corner after that first round?
I mean, he's got a lot to smile about. He landed a bunch of hard shots on a really tough guy and actually hurt him several times. So, you know, he's shown that he can check the chin of the normally very tough Duro.
Overhand right again lands for Mederos, who has 3 knockouts in 4 pro fights. All 3 were recorded in the first round. And the fighter that he went the distance with, he knocked him down in the first round. So this is a little bit different already, even though Mederos did a very, very solid job in that opening round. It's unfamiliar territory for the Brooklyn native.
Yeah, he's in total control now, controlling the center of the ring. Really landing at will. That left jab is setting everything up. We spoke about that in the fight prior with Aaron Aponte. Once if he could get that jab set, he would be able to land all those power punches. That's exactly what Mederos is doing here.
Mederos actually faced Aaron Aponte as an amateur. He beat Aaron Aponte. Mederos, a 17-time national champion, 2023 Olympic alternate, trying to impress here in his MSG debut.
This is the best I've seen him jab in his young professional career. He has improved quite a bit since his pro debut.
3-punch combo, ending off with a solid left hook. Then going downstairs. Eric Dolly says raise those punches to Harley Mederos.
Some blood from the nose of Julio Madera. On the strength of those shots right there, the left hooks. Oh, big right hand.
And another overhand right by Mederos.
Man, Madera's taking some really, really heavy shots.
Madera looking to be on some wobbly legs here. Another cracking right hand by Mederos, coming back with the left hook.
Yeah, I don't know how much longer this fight's going to go. Madera just has no defense for any of these shots. Mederos is landing at will. If Madera's going to get in this fight, he's got to land something big soon. Get some respect because Mederos is running him over.
There's not been one punch thrown by Madera that has caught the attention of Harley Mederos. Another sharp jab from Mederos.
More blood from the nose.
Quick lift uppercut. Massive left hook from Mederos.
That's what I mean. He's landing at will. He loaded that shot up. He didn't hide it at all. He just loaded his left hand and landed it cleanly.
1-2 combo from Mederos. Trying to load up on a 3-punch combo.
Yeah, Mederos just too slow. Got one step behind Harley Mederos right now. Oh, big shots on the inside again.
This is a great showing from Harley Mederos so far through 2 rounds.
Here we see the setup by the jab. The jab, the jab, the jab. The overhand rights, the hooks are coming all off the jab, and that's why Madera has no defense for them. He's been blinded, he's shook by the jab, and then the overhand rights and left hooks are coming right behind him. Great stuff so far from Harley Mederos.
Julio Madera breathing hard. He's shown on more than one occasion that he can take a punch, but Mederos has looked extremely sharp. Not only with what he's doing in this match, but compared to what he's already accomplished and shown over his first 4 pro fights, this is the match where he's showing different elements of his skill.
Yeah, I had never seen this jab. I mean, his ability to judge the range and control the man in front of him. I mean, this is probably his toughest opponent thus far, and by far his best showing.
I'm not saying this is the reason why you're seeing the jab, but it kind of makes for a nice storyline. You know who advised him to use the jab here against Julio Madera?
Oh, who's that?
Mark Castro.
Look at that.
His former junior Olympic teammate. Overhand right from Mederos. Madera caught on the ropes. And Mederos, again, swinging with accuracy.
Madera actually landed a good left hook there. Didn't really stop Mederos, though. Yeah, it's nice when you can just phone a friend who already fought the guy that you're fighting and be like, hey, what should I do? Throw your jab. Oh, okay.
Oh, right uppercut from Madera. And Mederos perhaps taking his foot off the pedal slightly here in round 3.
Man, if there was any question about the grit of Madera, I mean, it's being answered tonight. He's getting hit with some massive shots.
A Mexican fighter who keeps his hands up. He comes forward. He's durable. And you are right. He has absorbed some damage here through the first 2 rounds of change. Harley Madera again loading up and landing a right hand.
That jab, man, that thing is laser focused tonight. Busting up the nose of Madera, setting up the right hands, and keeping him right where he wants him. Madera has the reach advantage, but Mederos has been in total control of the range.
Madera landing a right hand moments ago.
You see the face of Julio Madera, all marred with blood, marked up, bruised. Harley looks like he's barely been in a fight.
What makes the jab more impressive is the angle that it's coming from. I mean,
yeah.
It's not like Mederos is keeping his hand up here.
No, absolutely. He's finding holes. And Julio Madera has good hand position. He keeps his hands up, but the punches are going right through and around, just like that. Harley's doing a great job slipping inside, firing up, firing over the top. He's being creative with his jab.
Mederos saying he sold over 130 tickets for his friends and family to come here into the Hulu Theater at MSG. Never fought here as an amateur. They had the Golden Gloves in Brooklyn by the time he started to compete there. So this is a bucket list moment for Harley Mederos. Another 1-2 combo from the Menace.
Seems to be taking full advantage of that opportunity to show out for his friends and family, because he's looking very sharp tonight.
Can he continue this level of performance over the next 3 rounds, or will he be able to pick up stoppage number 4 as a pro? Another solid round from Harley Mederos.
Yeah, very comprehensive paint job so far from Harley Mederos. Here we see, again, each round's looking like the round prior. Big shots, hard jabs, big left hooks that are wobbling Madera, really just landing at will. There we saw Madera landed that shot on the ropes. And even to close the round, Mederos landed a little shot just after the bell. Adding a little insult to injury there at the end of the round.
Madera's cut man, Manuel Calderon Diablo, having his hands full in this fight. As we get ready to go for round 4, scheduled for 635 pounds. And Eric Dowley get a call for time at the start as Madera takes a trip to the doctor to get examined here.
3 doctors looking at him right now. Hard to tell from our vantage point. Doesn't look like too much damage, but long conversation in the corner with the doctors.
Madera won't be given much of a leash here. Mederos utilizing the jab. It's the best performance so far with the jab for the Brooklyn native. Trying to improve to 5-0 here at the Garden.
Julio Madera he's in there and he's trying. He's just outgunned right now. Mederos is having his way, fighting at his range, letting go with his power punches, using that jab to set everything up beautifully, and not getting hit. Top to bottom, a very good performance so far.
3-punch combo attempt from Mederos. Now going to the body with the jab. Oh, big overhand right by Mederos. Then he slips through a couple of counters for Madera.
Hit and don't be hit. That's the name of the sport. And that's what Harley Mederos is doing right now. There's that up jab again.
Another three-punch combo. Madera trying to hang tough, holding on with some counters. And we go back to the middle of the ring.
And I will say about Julio Madera, he doesn't have the body language of a beaten man. He's in there, he's still trying, he's outgunned, he's getting beat from pillar to post, but he's trying.
24-year-old from Mexico City, comes from a tight-knit family. They gave him his full support for his boxing career. Has two brothers. His older brother was the one who introduced him to the sport of boxing when he was 13. Again, opened a lot of eyes with how he put down Mark Castro last March in San Diego. And he lives up to his nickname, Duro.
Yeah, from what I saw in the Mark Castro fight, I was expecting a lot more out of Julio Madera, but honestly, I don't want to take anything from Harley. I think he's just performing really, really well tonight, something I've never seen from him up until this point, but man, he's really putting it together.
This has been a perfect change of pace type performance for Harley Mederos compared to his other fights, and we've seen different elements, different dimensions from the Brooklyn native.
Yeah, I really like what I'm seeing. Very smart. And he's not taking any breaks either. Even when it seems like he's taking a break, he's really looking, setting the distance, drawing a line in the sand.
All that being said, for his first 6-round fight as a pro. And backing away now. Oh, right uppercut from Mederos.
And switching things up. I haven't seen many uppercuts from him tonight, and then he throws a beautiful one. Oh, man, that left hook.
Damaging shots. They continue in round 4 from Harley Mederos. Second fight here on Before the Bell, and already the crowd forming for Cruz and Serrano later tonight for the undisputed featherweight championship. Harley Mederos with a Puerto Rican background as well. His father born in Cuba, his mother is Puerto Rican, but he has been New York born and bred. It is going to be Puerto Rico versus Mexico in that main event. Nothing like a garden party. Start of round 5, again scheduled for 6 at lightweight between Harley Mederos in the pink trunks and Julio Madera in the green.
Oh, good left hook there to the body from Julio Madera. Fought Mederos.
Some swelling on the right side of the face of Madera, along with the bloody nose.
You know, a lot of times he probably has a busted nose. When you bust your nose, your eyes tend to swell.
Oh, 3-punch combo. The last 2 landing flush from Harley Mederos. Now he goes to the body. Madera counters with a left.
Ooh, big shot.
Big brawl, center of the ring.
Yeah, Mederos, he wants to finish here. He's standing his ground. He's allowing himself to get hit a little bit because he wants to land his own big shots. That's been a key all night long. The jab with the right hand over the top, been landing at will.
That one,
there it is again.
Smothering Madera at close range.
Oh.
Mederos backing up just a little bit. The up jab.
Loving that shot.
We've seen the up jab. We've seen the snap uppercut from the same angle. Everything working for Harley Mederos.
I like that dip hook that he's been throwing. I want him to keep that right hand up too, though, because he does throw it and he is wide open. He's been countered a few times, but that's a beautiful shot.
Does that jab angle only work against a certain type of opponent?
No, so that's a great question. I just see what Harley Mederos is doing is he's just finding an opening. If he had to move his head the other way, I believe he would. It's just that he's so open up the middle is Julio Madera. He just slips inside and fires that shot up. I mean, it's been working all night long. There's not really a reason to change it.
Madera walking into a left hand moments ago.
Good shot there from Julio.
Step back, no punch.
Julio Madera looks like a beaten man, but he refuses to be beaten.
Yeah, I mean, his face is beaten, but like I said, his body language isn't. He's still going in there. He landed a good left hook earlier, probably the best punch he's landed all night. Still coming forward. Too tough for his own good, you might say.
Nevertheless, it's also giving Mederos a great test here. These last 2 rounds aren't going to be something where he could just walk through casually.
Yeah, I don't think he thought that Madera would be here at this point with all the shots that he was landing as early as round number 1. I like young fighters getting rounds. I really do. I think this is a great time to learn, especially in your first 5, 10 fights. You're learning every fight. The more time you spend in that ring, the more you can learn, the more you can try out. I know everyone likes knockouts, but rounds are important.
Quality exchanges in round number 5 between Mederos and Madera.
There's that 1-2-3 combination from Mederos, that up jab. But I will say, Madera did get his own licks in that round, landed more punches that round than any other round prior, maybe every round combined, but still a strong round for Mederos.
Yoel Judah giving Harley Mederos direction here ahead of the final round, scheduled for 6. Again, Mederos has got the distance just once so far in his early pro career, a 4-rounder. This is the 6th and final round of his first 6-round fight. Madera getting checked on by the doctors here. He has never been stopped early.
New York is one of the best commissions in the world, really. They really look after their fighters, make sure that nothing goes wrong. You know, I think those doctors are seeing what I'm seeing from ringside, and that Madera is taking a lot of punishment all night long.
They let him continue to start the 6th and final round against Harley Mederos. The Bushwick kid making his MSG debut, 24 years of age, putting on a show for his family and friends, and that's going to do it. The target practice is over. Harley Mederos making a statement in his MSG debut.
Yeah, when you've got the judges looking at a fighter so intently in between each round, it's going to alert the ref that they really need to pay attention. We don't want somebody getting hurt. You know, doctors may be seeing something, hearing something from the fighter. You know, that's just going to put the referee on that much more of an alert. That was probably the good move, to tell you the truth. Better to stop a fight too soon than too late.
Harley Mederos will pick up his 4th early stoppage, I believe 25 seconds into the final round. As we take a look at the action from round 6 in those 25 seconds. Yeah, Eric Golly's seen enough.
I understand the argument from Madera. I would argue as well, but I mean, from the outside looking in, partner, you saw what I saw. I mean, he was taking big shots all night long, was wobbled several times, was still in the fight, very much trying to win, but on my scorecard, hadn't won a round yet. And there was still 2 more minutes left to take damage that was unnecessary.
100% doing it before any more damage could be sustained. But I tell you what, there's a certain scenario where you'd want to watch Julio Madera again. Oh, yeah. For these younger prospects.
Yeah, no, we were both really impressed with him again in the Mark Castro fight. I was expecting, you know, a different kind of showing tonight, but I wouldn't mind seeing him again. I mean, he's going to be a good test for these young guys. But tonight, Harley Mederos was just really on, super sharp, put on a fantastic performance. He really showed the world who he is tonight.
We're ready to make it official and wrap it up in the ring with David Diamante.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Eric Daly calls a halt to this contest. The official time of the stoppage, 25 seconds of round number 6. Your winner by TKO, he's still undefeated, Harley Mederos.